Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ty at houseofkicks.com, and I usually don't make this type of videos exposing stuff, but sometimes when things happen, I think it's fitting that I do this, because a lot of times we have to be able to voice not our frustration, but when something was wrong and something was done that was wrong, then as a customer or consumer or someone that wants to educate other people, it is fitting that we do something about it. And this is in that same spirit that I'm trying to do what I'm doing today. So basically, let me get to it and cut all the Gordian nuts and just get to what I wanted to talk about. So basically, I sold this pair of Jordan 4 Fear Pack on eBay. I'm gonna show you the shoe real quick and I'll get to it. So this is the shoe, okay, the Fear Pack 4. I sold this on eBay. That was like a few, let me get it to the camera, see if I can. So I sold this on eBay, and I wanted to take advantage of the no fees, because the no fees is going to end on the 19th of January, right? I don't know if you guys know. So I sold this. This is a used pair, okay, authentic. So I sold this shoe on eBay, and then I shipped it. And I guess a week later, or like a few days later, once they got the shoes, they sent the money to my account. And I find out like 2 days later that they decide that the shoe is fake. And they send me this card. Basically, this is what they told me, okay? Your item did not pass our authentication partners verification check, which is done by SneakerCon, of course. And we are returning this item to you because our authentication partner was unable to verify your item's authenticity, okay? So basically, they're telling me that my sneaker is fake. Okay, and I was flabbergasted. I was really flabbergasted and pissed off, because for guys that don't know, my website houseofkicks.com basically exists to expose fakes as well. So I'll do a lot of legit check on the website, and I'm going to be sharing that with you in just a minute. Let me do that right now. So basically, on my website, I have a whole section dedicated to authenticating sneakers. You can see that. That's a lot of, I wrote over 250 posts on the website showing you how to authenticate sneakers. And so basically, when I got the message from eBay, I was a little bit taken back, because I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me see this thing. So they're telling me we are refunding the buyer, and they will deduct the money from my account, which they did, right? And they told me that this is what they said here. See additional notes from our authentication partner. So basically, they're telling me, we're going to tell you how and why the shoe is fake. All right, so I look, and I went and looked for the additional notes. I couldn't find any. So basically, they're telling me that your shoe is fake, but we won't tell you why the shoe is fake. It's almost like you take your car to get an inspection, and then the people tell you your car failed the inspection, but we're not going to tell you why it failed the inspection. This is so unprofessional. This was so mind-blowing. I was pissed. So I was like, okay, you know what? First of all, when I receive an authentication request on my website, okay, when somebody send me a request, say, hey, listen, can you authenticate a shoe for me? First of all, I go and I do my research on it, okay? And this is an example. Somebody sent me a pair of the Dunk Low white and black, and they wanted me to authenticate it. So this is the authentic pair, and this is the pair that the guy sent me. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of like flaws on this shoe. The swoosh logo was wavy, and the gap between the tongue tab and the first set of stitches on the tongue and its extension was a little too small on the fake one. The box was totally wrong on the fakes. So basically, when I receive stuff like that, when I send my the customer an answer back, I tell them where and how and why the shoe failed the authentication. I talked about the gap, I talked about the pair, so I give him like a detailed report to tell them, hey, listen, this is why I believe the shoe that you were sold is fake. eBay didn't do that with me. They didn't tell me anything. They just decided, like, it's like an arbitrary decision. You just decide, oh, we're not going to pass the issue because we just don't feel like it. My question is, these guys that are doing the authentication, they are not qualified. And I'll tell you why. I think anything that's like prior to like pre-2013, because the new shoes don't have the RFID the old shoes don't have the RFID and QR code identifier. I don't think these guys that are doing the authentication for eBay, I don't think a lot of them know what they're doing. I don't think they understand. And I think when they got the shoes, they just were they didn't know what to do. So the easiest decision they made was to tell me that my shoe was fake, and they sent it back to me. Normally, under normal circumstances, when you receive a shoe that is fake, you're supposed to destroy that shoe. So they sent the shoes back to me, and I'm so pissed because I'm like, you guys don't even know what you're doing. When you want to authenticate a pair of Jordan 4, there's a lot of things you can look at. The netting, okay, the tongue, okay, I'll show you that in a minute. And then the Jumpman on the back and the leather cut and this plastic tab, usually on the fake one is really hard. It's really bad, okay? So they didn't do that. They didn't show me anything at all. They just decided by their own random process that my shoe was fake, and they made me mad because they are defaming me in the process, and they are saying that a shoe is fake, that you don't even know how to authenticate it. So what I did was, I wonder what was their success rate? Because eBay bragged about authenticating, by the way, 2 million pairs in the last 2 years, which I think is not that many, because StockX is probably blowing them out of the waters, okay? StockX is probably doing 1 million pairs a month, okay? You do 2 million pairs in 2 years, that's to tell me that even with the no fees on items 100 and above, eBay is still not cutting it, because they have an archaic system that is just outdated, and they've never really fixed it. And this is the reason why a lot of sellers are migrating. Just to put a shoe on eBay, it takes you about 5 minutes. I don't have time to take all these pictures. People don't want to do all of that. On StockX or Good, you just boom, boom, boom. You put the style number and the shoe pops up. This is why eBay is struggling. You know, they are trying to address the wrong problem. And not only that, they've tried to solve the fake problem, and now they're actually creating more problems by not being able to authenticate a sneaker. You're sending me my shoe back, and you are basically telling me I'm selling a fake shoe when I'm selling an authentic shoe. That really pissed me off. It really made me mad, okay? And so I kind of wanted to, if eBay people are watching it, okay, if you're watching, if you work for eBay, if you work for SneakerCon, or you're one of those authenticators, I want to show you a couple of things here. So this is how you authenticate these pair of Jordan 4. The first thing you want to look at is the tongue, okay? Now, if you see, there's a clear divide between the liner and the tongue itself. On the fake one, you don't have that. And the netting on the fakes is usually really thick. You can see the grade here is really thick, okay? That's one thing you can look at. So I'm just showing you guys how to do this. And the next thing you want to look at, I'm going to show you the picture, is this plastic component here where the laces go through. Okay, on the fake one, you can see the pattern is different. Look at the pattern here. The holes are different. The pattern is different. And if you look at the stitching here, the stitching is also different here. On the fake one, the stitching is like dotted, and they are really close to one another. And the gap between the stitching and this insert on the side here is much bigger on the fake pair. Now, if you look at the speckles are not really apparent. You don't see a lot of speckles on the fakes. You can see that. On the authentic, which is my pair, you have more speckles. And then the slit on the outsole of the shoe, you can see on the authentic, the slit is what? Wider. On the fake pair, it's a smaller slit. You can kind of see that over there, right? And then the next thing I want to show you is the bottom, the back of the shoe, the Jumpman logo, okay? You can see these both pairs are size 8.5. The cut is a little too high on the fakes, okay? And then the hand here, you see the fingers, you see the laces. On the authentic, you don't see that at all. Okay, and then you can see the Jumpman is placed a little too high on the fake pair. The head is above that line that I drew. So there's a lot of things they could have done. I don't even know why they didn't do that. It's so surprising to me that they wouldn't take the time to really investigate this whole thing. And if you look at the boxes, okay, on the authentic pair, which is my pair, the 8.5 is a lot wider, and this is the 8.5 on the fake pair. The UPC code is totally wrong on the fake pair. You can see, look at the UPC code they have here. It's not even that. Okay, it's wrong. And the color code is also wrong on the fake one, which I'll show you in a minute. They have the wrong color code. You see, it's black, white, cool gray, and then pure platinum. And then you can see my box has the tear up sticker. This box, the Air Jordan 4 Retro, the wording is a little bit crooked, and they have the wrong colorway. And it's just so many things. It's Jumpman23.com. On the fake one is Jordan.com. There's a lot of things that they could have done, and eBay did not do that, and that really made me mad, because I believe that they made a decision based on just the spur of the moment. You don't do that, because this is business, and you made me lose money. and you defame me by doing what you did. So this is why I just decided that it was important for me to do this video, okay? So I hope they learn from this, and I hope that that doesn't happen to somebody else, because that's the whole reason why I'm doing this here. I'm not trying to be one of those to start a fight online. I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to show and educate people on these matters. And I believe with this video, maybe eBay will take into consideration the fact that they should be more thorough in their inspection when they are trying to authenticate a sneaker. And by the way, I wrote several articles this week that I would encourage you to really go and look at, especially the Jordan 13 Court Purple. I'm going to tell you whether the shoe is actually worth reselling or not. This article is pretty good, so I wrote it this morning. If you want to invest in it, you definitely want to look at that article. And I have like some other ones that I think are worth looking at. There's a lot of things here on the website, so please, I don't always have time to like put stuff on YouTube. So please check the website consistently, because there's a lot of things that I wrote on that you may want to look at. I actually talked about the fake Jordan 6 Mint Foam, they out. The fake Jordan 13 Court Purple, that's out. And the fake Supreme Nike Dunk High, by all means, that's also out. So you may want to check that out, all right? Again, if this type of information is helping you, please share this video and then like it, so I'll get a lot more views, so that way more people can learn from this, all right? Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.